Okay, so I thought I'd try something different tonight for the 4G1 social page, but also to help people who would like to know a bit more about coaching and terminology. And we're just going to discuss the triangle tonight. The triangle is something that is well known in football and terminology it's often used. In analysis worlds, it's triangulation, but the triangle is often highlighted and often discussed in the world of football. And we're going to highlight why. So the main reasons why a triangle is so important in football is one, the occupation of space to keep possession. Two, the third man is the most difficult thing to defend in football. And three, diagonality. So diagonal passes are more difficult to press than straight passes, square passes, back passes. So it's a little bit harder to press and a bit more easier to maintain possession. Coaches such as Xavi have been quoted as saying that the third man is near enough impossible to defend. Guardiola has also been quoted as saying it's nearly impossible to defend. And these are coaches that are associated with positional play and possession. And we're going to look at positional play in a little bit more detail moving forward. But the triangle is the main principle, or one of the main principles associated with keeping possession. So at 4G1 we have a clear philosophy, how we want to develop players, and possession is one of them, one of our main principles. We look to control and dominate the ball in games, but also we look to try and develop players who are comfortable on the ball, mastering the ball, but also the ability to receive in tight areas, escape pressure, but also have the ability to make good decisions, to maintain possession, progress the ball, but also retain and switch play if possible. So from an early age, we introduced the triangle. This is really introduced quite early, although we're looking to provide all our players with technical development and physical and social development. We also look to provide them with a tactical development from an early age. So from under sixes, really, we're looking to introduce the triangle to players in game scenarios. And the simple concept is having one player at the back and two higher. So we have a player at the base of the triangle and two wider and higher to create the triangle and try and maintain possession of the ball. You can flip the triangle however you want, so you can make it a bit more attacking if you wanted to. So this is quite an attacking triangle as we look to maintain possession, but you can also flip that to become a 2-1, two at the base and one higher. Once again, that tactical detail and information is provided to players at an early age, when might we look to be a bit more defensive and when we might be look to be a bit more attacking. So as we progress to under sevens in England, we play 5v5, and at 4G1 we coach the principle of the triangles, or as previously mentioned. So therefore we play a 1-2-1 formation, 1-1-2-1 formation. Once again, as you can see in the diamond, the passing lines are there, the diagonal passing lines, but also the two triangles, which allow us to keep possession alongside the keeper as well, who will look to get involved in this moving forward. As we move to 7v7, in England we go 5v5 and then to 7v7. We look to add in two further players. So this relationship, we maintain this, and then we look to add in two further players who are typically our two centre-backs. So a lot of people in the early stages see this as a centre-back, two wingers and a striker, but basically from an early age this is more of a centre-mid, two centre-mids and a striker relationship. And as we go through to 7v7, we look to add in the two centre-backs to play like a 2-3-1 formation. As you can see again, the passing lines, the diagonality in the team, the triangles are formulated once again to allow us to keep possession of the ball. As we move to 9v9, we look to add in two further players. And there are two further players that are further up the pitch. And we add in our wingers. As you can see, once again, the passing lines are there to keep possession, and the triangles moving forward. And once again, you can see how the principle of the triangle remains the same throughout the football age groups, but also as the formations as we get older. And you can see the amount of triangles that now are on the pitch, hopefully allowing us to keep possession. When we get to 4-3-3, as we get older, once again to 11v11, we looked at adding two extra players, and these are the fullbacks. As you can see, the triangles are still there, more relationships being developed, allowing us to keep possession of the ball across the pitch. The terminology we use at 4G1 is well coined and coaching phrase that we all use, and many coaches are aware of it, is width. So we like to coach width in possession, either coming from fullbacks or wingers. We also look to coach depth, so defenders dropping off to create more space, and length, we use the term length, but this could also be height. And as you can see, in possession, we look to create space and open up the field and occupy the 5 lanes. It's something that we'll look to highlight further moving forward. But in possession, making the pitch as big as possible. And you can see how these triangles become bigger in possession. Here you can see a little insight into our playing philosophy in possession, but also our methodology from the early age groups all the way up from 3v3 to 5v5, 7v7 and 9v9. Hopefully this gives you a clear insight or an idea into how to implement a clear playing philosophy and methodology across all age groups, from the early age group of under 7s all the way up to the adult game, if you're interested in possession. The key thing is to think about the end game, what you want the end game to look like, and work back from that.